Morning, gang. The start of another week. Yes, it's Monday, the 4th of May, 2020. Welcome along. This morning's United Kingdom talk, just coming up to 9:30 in the morning. We've got the bingo. We haven't got the bingo today. We've got the raffle during the show today, boys and girls. News of a new raffle as well. If you weren't with us last night, you won't know about that. But that's coming on. We're slightly changing the way we do the super chats, all right, my darlings, because people are sending money and getting nothing. I don't like that. Don't like that. I don't like it when you give me a tip and I don't send you nothing. So I came up with another idea, which we started last night, which you seem to be interested in. So we'll do that. All right. Lovely day here so far. You may have seen the little advert video that I do every morning now, which this morning is looking straight at my wisteria, which I have to say is smelling absolutely beautiful out there. If you don't know what wisteria is, it's the purple flowers, and they hang down a bit like grapes. And they're only there for, once it flowers, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks if you're lucky, and then they just all fall off and that's it for another year. But the smell coming from those this morning was absolutely delightful. It really was. And I have a living room window right next to it, and if I leave that off, now and again you get a blast of wind and the smell comes into your house, which, let's be honest, is better than the smell of most of your feet or your farts that I can smell from here. How many of you are farting today? God's sake, man. And you, put your socks on. Dirty people. If you washed your feet a bit more often, perhaps they wouldn't smell. Awful. Any of you who've got teenage boys will know exactly what I mean. Oh my God, my nephew's feet used to stink. When I used to go visiting, before they were married and all that, used to knock on the door, and you just, as you open the door, well, you didn't need to open the door for all the way, just a little bit, the smell would come out. Awful. Where does that come from? Is it supposed to be an attractive nature smell? Because it don't smell very attractive to me. Awful. Who had smelly feet? Anyone? I know someone that may well be watching this programme as we speak, guys, and boys and girls, and thinking, oh, here we go again. I'm about to get a mention. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention it today. Nope, because you keep moaning. No mentions today. Nope, no mentions whatsoever. Anyway, as I say, lovely day here today. Going to go for, I don't know if I should go for a cycle or a long walk. What did I do yesterday? Saturday I did cycle. No, I'll go for a long walk. Oh, mind you, I'll have a couple of letters to post today, haven't I? The bingo was good last night. I'm very pleased to tell you that everyone who won claimed immediately, which means there was no delay. It moved nice and slow, nice and quickly. A really good pace, the bingo moved last night. And that's because what we've been doing now is, well, the system does it. What happens if someone wins and doesn't claim, and it sees me moving on to the next person, next number, it then takes that person off the top. They drop off the address list. It's fantastic. Well, not for the person who's dropped off, but you know, you gotta be there sort of almost all the time to stay on the list, because there are other people now waiting to play. Unfortunately, at this stage, we can't add anyone else now to the bingo system because it's full up. I am looking around trying to find something else, but at the moment we have what we've got, and it's working quite well. Now that some people have come off, it's now working properly again, and no emails are bouncing back to me. Everything's going out. 3 games, so that would be, what did we send out last night? 180... about 280 emails went out last night with the various bingo numbers. There's about 93 people on the system. That seems to be the maximum. I thought it was 91, but it's actually 93. And so I push the button, and it takes a while to go through all the emails, and then you get a message back saying 93 emails have been sent. At that point, I was getting error messages, but that's not happening now. It's just coming back with 93 emails are being sent, and so that's it. So that's kind of worked. So if you did, if you've not been getting your bingo tickets, that's what's happened. You would have won and not claimed, you see. Now, I can put you back on. The only thing is there's I know you won't believe this, there's now a waiting list of 3 people. There's a waiting list of 3 people trying to go back on there. It's just how it is. And we're stuck with that system. All right, my loves. But a great night last night. John John Glazenbrook, who really, really wanted to win the clock. I've got to tell you, there are two people that really, really keep messaging me. Oh, I really hope I win the clock at some point. John's one of them, Shania's the other, and John won his last night. So fantastic. I'm really pleased someone who really wants something, won that. So John won the clock last night. Mark Bowles won again last night. He hasn't chosen his prize yet. I've not got an email from him yet. And Frank, who's in Orlando, he won the clock last week, funnily enough. And this week he won a fridge magnet. And funnily enough, the clock still hasn't been picked up yet by Interparcel Hermes. Should have been picked up Thursday, didn't appear. I left it Friday, didn't appear. I started talking to him on the chat box. Very sorry, no one's come to pick it up. We'll rebook it again for Monday. So I'm hoping that's going to go off today. But fortunately, because it didn't go off Thursday and he won a fridge magnet, I've been able to slot that in the parcel as well. So saving on the postage. It's all about saving money, boys and girls. All about saving money. So that was the bingo last night. After I finished the bingo, I watched another episode of that excellent series. It's in foreign, but it's dubbed into English on the Netflix called Into the Night. It's very good. It's about this plane. I know I've told you before, but new people are here. It's about this plane, people on the plane, and the sun rises and kills everyone. There's something's gone wrong with the sun. And when it rises, everyone who it shines on kills everyone. So all these people are on a plane and they're trying to outrun the sun. And they keep having to head west. Yeah? It's very good. It's dubbed, as I say, it's dubbed into English. But it's a good watch. I'm up to episode 5 now. I don't actually know how many episodes they are. Do you like a bit of science fiction, don't you? Like a bit of science fiction. So that's that. And a bit of you're probably wondering why there's a picture of me and one of my Amazon devices today, and that is when I wake up in the morning, generally, I don't open the clock. I talk to my Amazon now instead of opening my eyes. Look at the eyes, look at the eyes, the eyes, the eyes, look at the eyes, not around the eyes, not to the side of the eyes, look at the eyes. I'm going to hypnotise you today. And I say, in a croaky voice usually, or a whisper. It seems to pick up the quietest of noises, doesn't it? That Amazon thing. You say, Alexa, what's the time? And it tells you the time. But this morning, she proudly announced to herself that she wasn't connected to the internet. I thought, oh, don't say the internet's not working. Anyway, so I waited again, drifted off again. And I asked her again, because the telly hadn't gone off. Usually the telly wakes me up, 7:30. The alarm goes off on the telly, and the telly miraculously bursts into life. And usually it's, you wake up to little Naga's face. There she is, beaming away, Miss Smarty Pants herself. And Dan, whatever his name is, Dan, or someone else. But that hadn't come on yet, so I knew it wasn't 7:30. Anyway, I tried again a bit later. Your device is not connected to the internet. Oh, I wonder why that is. So then I asked her to play some music. Your device is not connected to the internet. And I thought, honestly, the internet's gone down. Anyway, at this point, I've woken up now, and it's like 29 minutes past 7, so the TV's just about to go off. And I reached over for my phone, and I switched it on. Well, that was working, and it was connected to the Wi-Fi. I thought, what's gone wrong with this now? Alexa, you are not connected to the internet. Shut up! Shut up! Oh, it's like someone going on and on. You know how much I hate that? I hate that, people going on and on, dear. Like people on the chat box, and when you don't pay them attention, they start typing in block letters. Here's a little tip. You start typing in block letters, I'll go straight over your message. I just ignore it completely. So be warned. It was like she was shouting at me in block capital letters. Outrageous. Oh, and I thought, oh, Christ. So I've looked on my Amazon Alexa. Oh, sorry. Alexa, stop. Sorry, I've set your Alexas off, and I looked at my app on the iPhone, and there's my devices, and the bedroom one was not connected. All the others were connected. I thought, how does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen? How come one of my gadgets is not connected? All the others are. How does that? I haven't done anything. Was all right last night. Listening to the that bit of music that I like to fall asleep to. Jesus, remember me. That one that I told you about last week. Wasn't working. So I clicked it, and then it says, a device is available to set up. I thought, it wants to be set up again. All right, well, I'll go for it. Then, of course, it asks for the Wi-Fi password. Do you want to use a Wi-Fi password that it's already using? Yes. Well, that wouldn't work. Didn't work. Thought, I'll have to type it in myself. And thought, I haven't got it with me. So I've come in this room now, completely naked. I want you to just close your eyes and imagine that. Go on, close your eyes and imagine me completely naked. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't that a nice thing for you to think of first thing in the morning? I want you to wake up to that tomorrow morning. I want you to wake up to me laying next to you naked. Yes, I thought you'd like that. I thought you would. See? I just give myself away half the time, don't I? Just give myself away. I'm like an unpaid prostitute. I really am. So I've come in here, and my eyes are a bit blurry, and it's quite big letters actually. The Wi-Fi code on here. And I can't see this. I can't be bothered. I'll do it later. So I'll come back in there. And I thought, well, I'll just unplug it and see what... I'll unplug it for a while and then maybe plug it in after breakfast. So I've gone downstairs, had my breakfast. Do you know what I had today? My mate gave me 2 tins of fruit cocktail. I don't think I've had those for years. I think I used to have them when I was a child. You know, the tins of fruit cocktail? You get little bits of cherry and chopped up... I don't know what it is. Melon perhaps, or pineapple. I don't know what it is in there, to be honest. And I've been wondering what to do with these. Well, I've run out of blueberries. So with my overnight oats, I did that last night, and I did the yoghurt and the oats, but didn't put the fruit in. And this morning, got one out of the fridge. I've got 2 in the fridge. And opened, it's only a small can of fruit cocktail, and I drained out the syrupy stuff, and I mixed them in with that. Oh, it's delicious! Delicious little fruit cocktail thing it was. You ever have those? Little tins of fruit cocktail. Very nice. So I had that, watched a bit of telly. That was all just virus all the time. And then I thought I'll try ITV, see what Piers is saying today. He's not on there. It's that Ben Shepherd with the fake smile. Hi, I'm Ben Shepherd. How are you today? It's really lovely. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Britain or whatever it is now. It's lovely to be. And how are you, Suzanne? Are you okay? It's just fake. And I wonder where Piers was. And then I looked in the newspaper as I come up here. He's being tested for the virus, isn't he? So he's not on at the moment. One of the papers, I think it was the Express, they were saying, ITV are giving him a warning because he's so rude all the time, which of course he is. I really don't like... I mean, Simon Keane's in love with him. Oh, Christ, you don't say anything about Piers Morgan. Simon Keane's straight on there, dear. Oh, I mean, why don't you marry him then if you love him so much, Simon? God, on and on, dear. Oh, Piers Morgan this, Piers Morgan that. God's sake, man. I think Piers talks an awful lot of sense a lot of the time, but his style of interviewing is getting rather tiresome. I don't like it. Aggressive all the time. Aggressive towards his guests, whoever they are, Anyway. So he might not be very well at the moment, and let's hope he gets better soon. So I watched that. Then I come back upstairs and started putting my show together today. I looked outside. It's a beautiful day out there. Look, can you see? Or maybe you can't see. Oh, hang on a minute. That's that. Oh, no, I've moved the camera now, haven't I? I've moved the camera away. Sorry. Did I set the colour on that today? I don't think I've set the colour. Do I look a little bit like liver failure-ish today? There's a strange... Can I just do that? Do you mind if I do that? I'm just going to... I don't know if I've done that or not. Let's have a look. I might not have done that this morning. Oh, no, I haven't. I thought not. I forgot to set the cameras. Anyway, there's always something, isn't it? Let's just move that. There we are. That's better, isn't it? That's better, isn't it? I was looking a little bit liver failure-ish. I won't use the other cameras because I haven't... I don't need to set that one. I haven't set the other ones. I thought, you're looking a little bit yellow this morning. Perhaps I've been brushing against too much pollen. When the lilies flower, don't touch the pollen. Oh, it stains terribly, that stuff. Awful. Really stains badly. Where was I going now? I forgot what I was talking about now. Oh, dear. In the garden. Oh, Piers Morgan. We got a Piers breakfast. Oh, yes. Right, I'm with you. I'm back in the room. So I've come up here putting the stuff together. And I went next door and I plugged in me Amazon Echo after unplugging it for a while. I just left it for a while. And then I told it to do something and it burst back into life. So it's working again now. Isn't that strange? So why did it stop working? Why? I didn't do anything to it. You know, and it's strange how this stuff, it just stops working. You unplug it, leave it. That's often the case with electronic equipment. I tell you that now. You have a problem with any sort of electronic equipment, simply unplug it, leave it for a while, and then plug it back in again. Have we got a super chat? Oh, Christ, there's a super chat there. Ah, Mark Bowles. Thanks very much. A £2 super chat coming in there. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Mark Bowles. Now, Mark Bowles has just given me a £2 super chat, so he gets 2 of our new raffle tickets. Now, these are not the Monday raffle. That will continue as it does, okay? This is something new. Now, if you weren't here last night, you won't know about this, okay? Right? I will tell you about this forthwith, okay? I won't tell you about it quite yet because there's quite a lot to do today. You got 18 and 19, all right? 18 and 19 on the pink tickets. That's for Thursday's Super Chat raffle. All right? I'll tell you about that as we go on. Thanks very much, Mark. So that's it. The Amazon Echo's working now and everyone's well and happy, and that's fantastic. Good. Right, let's read some of your messages coming through this morning. Good morning to Jason Hughes, Paul and Lou, Michael Lawrence, Mike, Reese Ponto, Colin Coates is in the house. Hello, lovely Fran, Diane Jebb. Greetings, Diane. Mandy Davenport in the house. Michael Pullman in Australia. Hello, Michael. Gavin Bass, Mr. Ray Reynolds. Happy Bounce Back Monday. Bounce. I wish my hair would bounce. It used to bounce. I had flicks. I had a centre parting and flicks. Years ago when I was about 18. I see me, I've got a photo here. Looks awful. Awful. Let me see if I can find this photo. 1 minute. Here it, oh, I've got it straight away. Straight away. You ready for this? You ready for this? Check out my hair in this. Look, check out my hair. Look, look. That's my friend. That's actually a gang show, that is. We was in a gang show. So that would be, blimey, 79. I reckon that's 1979, 1980. That's David next to me, David Butcher. And there I am with my flicks, my centre parting and my flick. Look at all that hair! Look at it all! Oh dear, I bet you lot had hair like, did many of you have hair like that? Morning, Ray. Hello to Gary Davidson. Sean Pye, good morning to you, sir. Morning, Sean. Andy, hello to you, sir. Colin K, Mr. John Parrish at the Caravan. Hello, John. Bum, bum, bum. Is that keeping going? Paul and Lou. Heidi, good morning, Heidi. They've put the option to chat with someone back on Facebook. What? I don't know what you mean, chat with someone. What do you mean? I don't know what that is, Heidi. Don't know what that is, darling. If you mean the Facebook Messenger, I rarely use Facebook Messenger. I just don't use it. I find that interferes all the time. A little bit like all these pings that go. You know, you've been out with someone, and every 5 seconds their phone's going ping. I'm not having none of it. I'm not a slave to my phone, so I don't have Messenger now. I very, very rarely use Messenger. The only time I will use it is to video call my sister or my niece or my nephew and a couple of very, very close friends. That's it. I don't really use it for anything else. So I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Good morning to Gary's British Talk Show. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you had a good show this morning. Gary's usually on at about earlier than me anyway, sort of 8 o'clock in the morning. You get up very early, don't you, Gary, I must say. John Parrish, 25p a unit, yes. 25p. John, from what I've learned, okay, your caravan site is not allowed to make enormous profit from selling you electricity. Now, how you find out how much they're paying for it anyway, I don't know. If I remember rightly, my electricity bill for up at the caravan for December, January, February, March, okay? So 1st of December through till 1st 1st of March, I think it was. Now, that was 120 quid. But I wasn't there for 2 months, okay? So that really is the cost of my electricity in December and January, right? May sound a lot, but I don't use gas. It's all electric heating there. And December and January are the coldest months that I'm there. And that heating in the bedroom stays on all night. I'm not going to get cold, not for the sake of 60 quid. I mean, really. Thank you, Mark. I've got your request there for a fridge magnet. That'll be in the post for you today, my darling, all right? So I'm sort of fairly happy with the bills. Generally, they're not as high as that, but in the winter months, I expected it to be like that. So it's cost me about £60 per month. But as I say, for that, I'm not cold in there, you know? And in the morning, in the freezing, you know how freezing cold it can be in a caravan first thing in the morning, that heating comes on in the living room at something like 5 a.m, something like that. And then when I get up at 7:30, I walk in, no problem at all, not cold or anything like that. It does sound quite a lot of what you're paying, 25p. I think we were paying something like 12 or 13 pence a unit. I'm pretty sure on the site I'm at, it's 12 or 13 pence a unit. If I can suggest you go on one of the Facebook static caravan groups, go on there, right, and have a look around. You can put a little question up there. Can I please know how much you're paying for your electricity? And they will all come back to you with their various figures. Some, I'm sure, which will be much higher than you. You have to remember there are certain... don't want to say this, certain types of people who run caravan sites, okay? There are certain types of people who run caravan sites. One particular type of people have a lot of caravan sites. I don't know who owns yours. That's all I'm saying, you know, and they will be trying to make money, but they, as far as I know, they're not allowed to make a fortune from electricity prices on caravan sites. I'm sure there's a rule and regulation somewhere. Just Google it, and hopefully that will help you there, John. All right. Good morning to Rachel. Morning to you. Hello to you, my love. There's Mark Bowles there. Just sent in the £2 thing there for his raffle tickets for Thursday. Morning to John Lauder. Morning, John. Nice to see you back again. Hello, John. Long time no see, sir. Morning. Hello to George Bond. Greetings to you. May the 4th be with you. I like that. May the 4th be with you. Yes. Are you Star Trek or Star Wars, Rachel? Was it Rachel said that? Star Trek or Star Wars? Most people are one or the other. I'm Star Trek. I watch Star Wars, and it's like some sort of fantasy program. Whereas, of course, Star Trek is an actual documentary. And talking of star-type things, you've got another chance to see these satellites tonight. Tonight, it says if you look to the skies tonight, this is in the Daily Mirror this morning, you might notice a fleet of lights flying through the sky. And it's those satellites again, Elon Musk's. Is it Starlink satellites? Not only that, we've also got a meteor shower tonight, so it'd be a good time to, if you can get out somewhere. I think I will probably walk. Oh, mind you, it still might be light at 9:30 now. It's light now, isn't it? Can you believe it? In like just over a month's time, it'll be the brightest day of the year, or the longest day of the year, won't it? It says tonight the satellites are expected to be visible in the UK at about 26 minutes past 9. Okay? It says while your location will alter how visible Starlink is, most viewers across the UK should be able to see them. You know, see, if I was up at the caravan, I'm sure I'd see them because I have a massive... You just can see everything. It's all flat in Lincolnshire. You can see the whole sky. So much up there. So tonight, 9:26. Tomorrow night, 10:01. And on Wednesday, 9:02. Although I would imagine Wednesday at 9 o'clock, that might be a little bit too bright even. Okay? So another opportunity to see those satellites tonight. I think I'll probably walk up there tonight again. Over into the forest and see if I can see them over there. There was a few people up there last time. I thought I'd be scared going up there, but no. Once you're in there, it's all right. You know, it's actually quite pleasant. I quite like it. I like it. There's no one around. You're on your own. It's pitch black. Got a torch with you. Take 2 torches in case one fails. You know, perhaps one on your iPhone or your phone, and the other one is a little manual type torch thing, and it's wonderful. so quiet, and then you just find a little spot and start looking up into the sky. And that's it. If it's not too cold, it can probably be a good idea to lay, literally lay back on the floor and then look up into the sky. I think it was RT, it doesn't look like he's with us today, RT who advised me to buy those binoculars. And I was saying to him, I find it quite difficult to not hold them and not shake. They're all a little bit like that, and he said the best way to do it is to lie on your back on the floor. I think he's absolutely right. I think he's right. Morning to John Glazebrook. There he is. He won the clock yesterday. That'll be in the post to you soon. We have to wait for someone to pick that one up, John, okay? Got to wait for someone to pick that up. Usually, they come on Tuesday, and usually the recipient, in this case you, will get it on Friday or Saturday, all right? So they should be hopefully picking it out. Although we're still waiting for them to pick up the one going to America. They should come Thursday for that one. Still waiting. Thank you. Jason thinks I look very sexy this morning. I'm inclined to agree with you, to be honest, Jason. Yeah, I mean, I spend a lot of time looking at myself in the mirror, or perhaps, I might fire up my little telephone, something like that, and talk to myself. Yes. I find great pleasure in watch. Sometimes after I finish a show, I go downstairs to the living room and I thought, shall I watch the news? Oh, no. Oh, I know. I'll watch my show from earlier. Oh, it's great entertainment. I highly recommend it. My mate often says, he rings up and says, there's nothing on the telly. And I said, well, why don't you just put my show on? And before I can say anything else, he starts laughing. Just don't need friends like that, really, do you? Don't know why. I mean, hours sometimes. Oh, sometimes I watch a whole season down there of me. Oh, it's fantastic. Great entertainment. Andy, fruit cocktail and squirty cream. Do you like that? That sounds very, very nice. Good morning to Matt Walker. Matt thinks it's my liver. Matt's in Australia. He's a very good friend of mine. Good morning, Matt. I'm going to have to scroll down. Let's see if we can get one or two names that haven't appeared yet, so I can mention everyone who's there if I can. Morning to Daniel Holmes. Hello to you, sir. Sean Pye. There's Sean. Claire. Morning, Claire. Bit late today. Up early doing loads of gardening. No more lily beetles, I hope, Claire. Keep an eye on them, darling. They haven't finished yet. As the plant gets older, they're not so. You won't get so many. Or mind you, I think that might just be because you've killed so many of them, Claire. Really? Do you remember the funny video Star Trekking across the universe? Boldly going forward because we can't find reverse. Yes, Adam the plumber sings that at karaoke, actually, that one. Star Trekking. Who remembers that one? Wonderful. Andy, Star Wars for Andy. Okay. Yep. Andy for Star Wars. Hello to Paul. A very good morning to Paul. Ray, is it Ray? Hello, Paul. Whereabouts are you? Welcome to the show. We just dip in and out of the messages. I don't sort of just sit here and read messages all the time. I dip in and out. But welcome. Whereabouts are you in the world? Are you UK or somewhere else like that, Paul? Welcome. Do feel free to subscribe for free. No charge. John, there you go. Average seems to be 12 to 16 pence on coast sites. Please do. I don't know, John, how you go about challenging the electric bill on a site that you have no rights on. Do you see what I mean? I don't know how you go about that. Whether you would approach the site or the electric board. That's an old-fashioned term, isn't it? Whoever's supplying the electricity, or a council department to deal with, because you don't really want to deal with it yourself. You don't want to be knocking on the door of the owner. I don't know what the owners are like there. I can't remember. I'm so sorry, John. I don't retain knowledge in my head because there's so much going on. Is it a private site you're on, or a large organisation like Parkdeed or Haven, someone like that? Claire, I can't remember, Claire. You don't have a caravan anymore, do you? Do you remember your electricity prices? Were they very high at all? Claire used to have a caravan some time ago. I don't know if she's still got one now. All right. Claire. Sorry, Claire. I did my revolving head yesterday for you all. I'm sorry that you weren't with us, Claire. Very, very disappointed that you weren't with us last night. Are you on the bingo system? I don't even know, actually. Watch out for that, Claire. If you are, and you win and you don't turn off, you are stripped of it. You are stripped. Sometimes, if I'm in a bad mood, which is very rarely, if I'm in a bad mood and someone doesn't turn up for their bingo prize, you know what happens, don't you? Mandy! Mandy has been round to... She went a little bit too far on someone once with the pain and suffering, and they're dead. So please, please be very, very careful, Claire. I will do a revolve for you, Claire, just this once, so that you can check my latest hair creation. I'm thinking of opening my own barbers. You know, Chris Reardon, hair extraordinaire. Extraordinary hair. Chris Reardon's extraordinary hair. Where I can just go. There won't be any girls, I'm afraid. No ladies, I'm sorry. No old men, only lads. Lads up to the age of about 35. I'll be very happy to be leaning across you with my clippers as you're going up there. You know. Lads between, yes, we'll do 25 to 35-year-olds. There'll be a sign up there. Chris Reardon, hair extraordinaire. No women, no below 25s, and no over 35s. Everyone else welcome. Aren't I terrible? Builders and scaffolders free of charge. You can just imagine what sort of pervy hairdressers I'll be doing, won't you? There you go. Now, can I just lean over? Oh, I'm sorry. As I fall into their laps. Oh, I'm just such a terrible person. Don't even know I can walk through the church doors sometimes, to be honest. Right, here we go. I've got a bit of music as well, darling. Bit of music as well. Watch this one. There you go. All right, Claire. What do you reckon? Marks out of 10, please, Claire. Marks out of 10. Matt, this show is going a long way to keeping the moral up during isolation. Oh, I couldn't care less about your isolation, dear. I don't believe you're sticking to it anyway, Matt. You're out there getting drunk all the time, dear, aren't you? Shocking, Matt. Good morning to you, Matt. The isolation, the ratings for this show have shot up now. They've shot up since the isolation. We've got at least 4 people watching every single day. I mean, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? Do you sit and laugh at your own videos, says Rachel? No, I certainly don't, dear. Oh, you're a strange lady. Laughing at yourself, dear. Of course I do, yes. The trouble is, I do TikTok videos, okay, TikTok. The trouble is, Rachel, can you guess which 2 TikTok videos of myself make me laugh the most? Can you guess? I'm sorry, I have to say it. George is going to be live today, and what interesting things are on your show tonight, George? Do let us know, so that a few people can come over and watch you. What have you decided to do in your show today? What interesting news stories and things like that are you going to talk about today? Good morning to Wayne Martin. Hello to you. Christopher Davis, good morning. Fairy Dust. Thank you very much, Christopher Davis. You call me what you like. I'm not one of those liberal leftists. Oh, that's really offensive. You can't call people that. I'm all up for a laugh, you know me, dear. I ain't got time. If you're offended by something, you're on the wrong bleeding channel here, my loves. Paul's in East Lothian, Scotland. Oh, is it nice there? I like the Highlands. Oh, you've got such a lovely country up there in Scotland. I nearly bought a house there once. Oh. A few years ago. Yeah, this house come up on Rightmove. And it was right up at the top. Right at the top. I can't remember the name of the place now. But literally, it was on the top, and if you looked out the window, you could see the sea, and the other side fields. And I thought, oh, it'd be a bit cut off there in the winter, wouldn't you? You know, once that snow comes down, that's it. You can't get anywhere, and no one can get to you. It was a little like a house on its own. And I thought, oh, that looks perfect. I bet the internet's slow, and would maybe not at your place. I don't know if you're city or town or something like that, but certainly up that little house on its own. I thought, oh, you know, be lucky to get any internet at all there, because you'd be right at the end of the phone line. That's it. You'd be at the end, the very end. No one after you. So the signal's not, the further you go from the exchange, unless it's fibre optic, which I think is that's just the same wherever you go. It doesn't matter whether you're at the end or in the middle. It's just the same. Oh, it's got cloudy. Oh, I hope it's not going to rain. Oh, I want to go for a nice long walk. So thank you, Paul. Claire only had 2 lily beetles, maybe 3. Hope that's the last of them. Just keep an eye on them, my darling. And also watch out for the eggs, Claire. The eggs, as I mentioned last week, they look like bits of earth on the leaves. Okay? Have you found any, like literally bits of black earth on the leaves? But when you touch them, they're all soggy and horrible. Oh, God! Lily beetles. Exit from those. Just get rid of them. You can actually just, again, with your thumb or something, get them off like that and then go and wash your hands. Disgusting things. Good morning to Luke Trott. Hello to you. Chris has what's he had? Korma pot noodle and 6 wagon wheels for breakfast. Oh my God, blimey. What sort of breakfast is that? A korma pot noodle for breakfast? Something wrong with you, dear. There you go, John. Yes, I thought so, John. Hanley Caravan Park. Oh, I'm going to look that up. Have you done a Google, John? You need to look. I just think you need to be a bit careful. You know, that sort of thing. Perhaps talk to some of the other owners. How do they feel about it? Or you probably have already, knowing you, John, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay. Claire came out of the bingo flushed with success after 2 wonderful wins. Sunday evenings is not a good time for me. I can't remember, Claire. I can't remember. Hang on, let me just write that down. Someone else will have your space if it's still there. There you go, Wayne, you're talking to each other. Jason, the seizure TikTok is still on there. Thought you said you took it off. No, that's a new one. Is it the one of me in the bed? I think that's actually better than the original one, don't you? I had a dodgy comment from some. I had a comment on there. I had a comment on that one this morning, but I never respond to comments. If I get a negative comment, I never respond. Never. I go straight to their profile, have a quick look at them, and block them straight away. That's it. That's it. I'm wanting to increase my block list on the TikTok, like the lady does, Lulu, with the long black hair. She's fantastic. She gets a lot of negative comments, a lot. But because they don't get her humour. Her humour is similar to mine. Probably she takes it a stage further. There's a lot of swearing on her. But if you don't get it, you know, if you don't get it, then why make a comment? So as soon as I see a negative comment, I just have a quick look at the person's bits and pieces and I block them straight away. That's it. End of. Gone. Bye bye. Not interested in your comments or whatever, or your head. Anyway, so I looked at this. Some woman did it. Ow, you should go and educate yourself. It's not a very funny thing. And all this. I'm thinking, well, I don't think it is a very funny thing to have seizures. It really isn't. And so I then looked at her thing. She's only doing a coughing video. And I thought you were doing the same as me. Stupid cow. Block. Bye-bye. Get rid of them, dear. Don't need to do some things like that. I'm going to have to scroll down because we're not keeping up here, my loves. Dino. Good morning to Dino. Hello to you, Dino. Right. We got the raffle coming up. What's the time? 41. Okay, we've got the raffle coming up. I've got a couple of stories to do you as well. This stupid woman here. Stupid woman here. In the Metro this morning, it says, we are experiencing more guidelines this week on whether or not we should be wearing face masks to protect ourselves or other people from the virus. And then it says under the current guideline, like, just keep repeating the same stuff in the papers. Just give us the news bit. We don't need, here we go, undercurrent guidelines. People are not advised, and it on and on. It's the same stuff they put. Someone is cut. These reporters are crap. They're crap, these reporters. I think they just cut and paste the same paragraph and move the words around a bit. Why can't we just have the story? So the story here is this. Don't take a leaf out of this woman's book. This lady was filmed going into a shop with a hole. How stupid can you be? This woman was filmed going into a shop with a hole cut out of her mask. And when asked where she got it, she responded that it makes it easier to breathe. God, there's so many thickos around. It's unbelievable. It really is. You want to see some thickos? Just have a look around on Facebook. Really thick, stupid people who see something and then quickly repost it on Facebook without actually reading what's on there or checking a date. Roger Moore, there's a good one. Roger Moore, according to certain people on Facebook, he dies about 4 times a year now. Roger Moore. They see someone post it. Oh my God, Roger Moore's gone. And then they put a comment. Oh, really sad to see that Roger Moore had died. You know, and then they quickly post it on their wall. Not thinking to look that it happened several years ago. Thick, stupid people. I'm sick of them. I delete them now. I can't be bothered to look at these idiots. Real idiots. Idiots. Anyway, this woman, she's cut a hole in her mask so she can breathe more easily. Oh, God. And then after that story, then this newspaper, the Metro, I don't think much of the Metro. They're obsessed with racism. Absolutely obsessed with racism. And you see the same story come back time and time again. We've read that. The Sun do that as well on their Twitter feed. They keep the same stories going for weeks. See, so that part of the story, right, that's like 2 short paragraphs. That is the story. And then they then fill up the rest of the page with what you should or should not be doing, which we've seen time and time again. How to wash your hands, how to put a mask on. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, I mean, one of the things is going to be plane rides. One of the things going to be plane rides when we can eventually go back on planes. In the Sun this morning, if you thought it was bad queuing up to put your bags in, you wait till we come out of this. Oh, it's going to be mayhem. I feel sorry. People like John Parrish, his house is in another country. You know, he hasn't got much choice other than to get on a plane. Oh, I suppose, do boats go there? You could get your own... John, you can get a rowing boat. You wouldn't have to be around anyone, just you and your missus, and you and Sherry, your missus, in a little rowing boat. You won't have to take any food, you know, on your way back to Philippines. On your way back to the Philippines, you know, you can have fishing rods and you can catch your food as you go along. Won't even have to buy anything. Gets better and better, doesn't it? I don't know where you would set off from. Southampton or... I don't know where you'd set out from. You know. Skegness, maybe. I'd come up to Skegness and gladly wave goodbye to you, mate. Watch out for those windmills. They're making some electricity out there as well. In that sea that's near to Skegness, whatever that one is. The North Sea or something like that. Anyway, in the Sun today, social distancing will be impossible at airports, it says. Each plane would have a 1 kilometre boarding queue, Heathrow boss says. If you thought it was bad now, you wait. You wait. No one is going to want to fly. I feel so sorry, and we mentioned this last week, for all the people on airlines and all the people connected with that. It's not just the people that work on planes. You know, that's just the front end. You know, it's not just the pilots and the absolutely wonderful staff you get on planes, don't you? Really nice friend. Certainly, I mean, I only fly BA, right? But I've never come across any member of staff from BA that has been rude, ever. Ryanair, different thing altogether. Don't like them, won't go on a Ryanair. Never ever had a problem with any BA. Always quite nice. Of course, loads of them going to lose their jobs. And it's everything that's connected to it. The people at the airport. People at the airport, the people that shove the bags on the plane, the people that drive the little buses that take you from the car park to the airport, the people that run the car park, the little shops that grow up around it, selling bits of chocolate and teas and things like that, and of course the restaurants. All these things, the little man that does the little phone kiosk inside an airport, the security stuff, all these people are affected by this. And many, many of them will lose their jobs. The boss of Heathrow, it says in The Sun, biggest airport in the country, said there's not enough space for the measures to be put in place. This bloke has instead called for health checks. He wrote in the Daily Telegraph, forget social distancing, it won't work in aviation or any other form of transport. The problem is not the plane, it's the lack of space in the airport. It's funny he says that, lack of space in the airport. I'm sure you've been into Heathrow, many of you, and stood there and thinking, my God, this place is massive, but it's not big enough to have sort of queues of people, standing 2 metres apart. Well, there's what's on a jumbo, 500 people, something like that. So 500 people all standing 2 metres apart. The queue's going to go out of the building. Not much fun if it's raining, is it? Take an umbrella. Take an umbrella. Awful. And then, of course, just like the metro, it then goes on about, what you should or shouldn't be doing. We keep seeing the same blooming things. It says airlines may have to cover the cost of fewer passengers per flight with higher fares. A social distancing rules means a much diminished flight capacity at just 20% of seats. So if you've got 100 seats on a plane, they'll only be able to fill 20 of them. Wow. Mind you, look at all that space. Be like flying everyone in business class. Why should they fly in business class when they haven't paid the fare like I have to? It's outrageous. Everyone will have a little seat where you can... I love it. I spend half my time in those posh seats on the plane just going up and down like that. Do you like it? John, is that how you fly? Oh, you must fly in the posh seats. Surely you fly in the floss seats, do you? Right, get ready. We're going to do the raffle after this next story, boys. It's terrible, isn't it, really? Queuing all that time to get on a plane. I won't be going anywhere soon, I tell you. Except maybe Cyprus, because my niece is out there with her family, and I miss them. The little kiddly-winks and all that. Chris says soon people will going back to work. I call it a death sentence. I agree, Chris. We can't open the doors too quickly. Matt has been sober since January. Congratulations, Matt. I know it's difficult if you're used to going out and partying all the time. I don't think you're alcoholic, but when you get used to doing something all the time, it can be quite difficult to give up, can't it? Like for example, me doing this. I don't know how I'd give this up. It's like a drug. I feel quite high now. Can you tell? Oh yeah, really off my head now. By the end of the show, I have to lie down on the floor here because I'm completely off my head. Yeah. Dealers are trying to sell CDs of DVDs of this show on the streets of London. I know. I've reported them to the police. Dealers have been seen. Excuse me, mate. Do you want the Chris Reardon shows? They're in like dark alleys and places like that. Places like Croydon. Dreadful people trying to make money out of me. Shocking. Mick, not just crazy. Maybe we're all crazy watching this tribe. I think you are. Please switch off, Mick. You won't be missed. Go on, off you go. We're quite happy with Mandy on her own. Don't need you sat next to her all the time. Thank you very much. David Fryer, I've just woke up. Have I missed anything? What do you want me to start the show for you again, David? We don't mind. Everyone would be more than happy for me to do the whole thing all over again just because you're too lazy to get out of your bed. 10:15 in the morning? Oh, dear me. Unless you're going to tell me that you've worked for 50 years every day, every night, and now you're having a rest, then I'll accept it. Like John Parrish. Very hard worker. You, I bet you're about 20 years old, aren't you? A bit early for you to get up, isn't it? 10:15? God's sake. The only time them sort of people go to sleep is when the games console becomes so hot that they can't touch it anymore. Then they go to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, don't they? There you go, John. Roger Moore died in 2017. Yeah, you keep an eye on that Facebook, John. Every now and again, we're setting a load of pictures. Roger Moore. Who else is it? One of the two Ronnies. I think, yeah, one of the two Ronnies, the large Ronnie Barker, that comes round, and a few other people. They die about 4 times a year now because people are so thick they don't check the dates on this stuff. Oh dear. Morning to Gary Butler. There's my nephew. Morning, Gary. Hello to you, sir. Morning, Gary. Let's just scroll up a little bit there. Oh, did I get... Oh, yes, I did get your pictures. Mandy. Was it Matt? You and Mandy? Yes, I did. I haven't put them on there yet. I'll get them on there for tomorrow morning. Sorry, I haven't put those on there yet. Okay. Good morning to LaBelle. Your emerald-eyed Rose of Magic is in the house. How many stories we got here? One more story, and then we're going to do this week's raffle, okay? And I want to tell you about something else that we're doing, okay? Something else that we're doing is a Super Chat raffle every week from now on Thursday. Now, what is the Super Chat raffle? Well, first of all, the raffle that we do at the moment continues. All right? No change to that whatsoever, and we'll be doing that very shortly. The Super Chat raffle is a new thing, okay? Now and again, and you've seen people say, morning to Parknest, good morning to you, sir. Now and again, you see people sending Super Chats for various different amounts, really. And I always feel guilty. You probably think I'm being stupid, but I do. And I'm the same at karaoke nights occasionally, and I do understand, especially LaBelle will tell you this, tipping in America is a very big thing. It's a massive thing in America, not so much here in the UK, and almost non-existent in Australia, strangely enough. You get a cab, perhaps in Australia, and it's $20, please. There's $20. There's another $3. Oh, and they don't quite know what to do. It's not a normal thing there, but it's very, very normal, indeed frowned upon big time if you don't tip people in America. So some of them come over here for a little holiday, and they might turn up at the karaoke night and they'll put a request in and then try and give me £2, £1, £5, £10 sometimes. I had a very rich Arab in one week, and he tried to give me £50 just for putting a song in. I can't take it. Honestly, I can't take the money. Can't take it. The only way, sometimes you have to compromise. I said, all right, well, just give us a couple of quid. And then they'll have that. But certainly if they're Americans, they are actually offended that you won't take the money off them. But I find that very difficult. Now, it's the same on here when people send tips. Good morning, Yvonne. When people send tips, I thought, no, this ain't right. I can't say no because it just comes, right? So I'm doing a Super Chat raffle every week now. Okay, a Super Chat raffle every week. And I had a little think about this. And if you send us, anyone who sends in a Super Chat in future will go in the Super Chat raffle. Now, I thought, well, that's hardly fair. If someone sends a £1 Super Chat or a £10 Super Chat, you just get one raffle ticket. And I thought, no. I was talking to my sister about it just before I decided to do it. And so I will give you a raffle ticket. We don't sell raffle tickets. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay? Don't sell raffle tickets. So every time someone sends a Super Chat in, I'll give you I'll give you a raffle ticket for every £1 Super Chat. All right? That's what I do. I will extend that every time you buy something, like whether it's a T-shirt, a hat, whatever we're selling, you know, for every £1 that you spend on that item, I'll give you a raffle ticket. So if you was to have a T-shirt, they're £11, all right? Then I'll give you 11 raffle tickets, and that will be for the Thursday Super Chat raffle. Okay, we've already got so many in there from yesterday. People have been sending little tips in yesterday, like they sometimes do. And what's the prize going to be? Well, I think we might change that each and every week. This Thursday is going to be another one of those. So we're going to give another one of those for the Super Chat raffle on Thursday. All right? Only for people who do the Super Chats. If you send us a tip, for each £1, I'll put a ticket in there for you, and you can ask at any time for those ones. That will be the prize this Thursday, okay? One of those. One of those is also about to be given out today. Thank you very much, Rachel. 199 for Rachel's just bought one. You bought a couple last night, didn't you, Rachel? Number 20 for Rachel. Okay. Now, I will be having another look at this after Thursday. And the reason is the delightful Shania mentioned that the stickers are like $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, and it does sound a bit mad. You know, if someone's going to send $1.99, well, that's almost 2 tickets. So why don't they just send 2? Well, apparently the stickers are $1.99. You can't change the value of those, right? So I'm going to have another look at that after Thursday, after we've done this one, and see what sort of things there are to think about that. Okay, but I'll stick to this one now because that's what I said, and you can't change something halfway through. Thank you, Sean. Oh, Sean's got another 2 as well there. Thank you, Sean. 21 and 22 for you, Sean. Okay, this is for the Super Chat raffle on, when did I say? On Thursday. All right, Sean Pye. So you get 21 and you get 22. Okay. Thank you, Sean. 21 and 22 for Sean Pye. All right. Excuse me. Can you sell Glipper's cats? What are Glipper's cats? I don't know what they are. Glipper's cats. LaBelle, here in America, certain jobs don't pay enough at all. Tip is where someone can make some more money. And believe me, when I go to America, I'm fully aware that I tip well. Everyone who does something for you in America, almost everyone, you give them a tip. Someone holds the door open for a hotel, and you don't have, we're not talking $20. You know, someone holds the door open for you in a hotel, just a couple of dollars in your hand. Thanks very much, and just put it in their hand like that. Person who takes the coat off you, couple of dollars. Now, it sounds like you're going to spend a lot of money on tips. No, not really. Not really. You actually sit there and work it out. Doesn't cost you much at all to do that. Okay? And it's helping the other person. That is how they are set up in America. They run a lot on tips of the various different businesses and all that, my darlings. All right. Okay, let's read one more story. And then we'll do the raffle. This bloke couldn't find his Hermes delivery. I'm still waiting for them to pick up poor Frank's parcel. Hopefully it's going to go today. A garage owner arrived at work expecting to find a Hermes parcel delivered the night before and couldn't find it. So he's had to consult his closed-circuit television. Yeah, baby, closed-circuit television. A Hermes customer who found no sign of a package which the company said had been delivered shared the footage on social media. Oh dear! Oh my God! Why am I burping like that? Happened the other day, didn't it? It's rude. Naga Monchetti doesn't do that on BBC Breakfast, does she? Does she? She never burps. How rude of me! This bloke in Kent was expecting an order of electrical goods and received a message from Herpes. I called him Herpes. Received a message from Herpes to confirm the package had been dropped off at his place of work. When he arrived the following day, it looked there'd been a mix-up with no sign of the delivery until the garage owner decided to look at the closed-circuit television. He said it showed the driver leaving the package in a puddle near a gate leading to the office before leaving. The delivery then catches the attention of a passing fox, which approaches cautiously before tugging at the box, causing it to fall on its head. Poor little fox. It leaves the animal shaken, but it then returns undeterred for a second. If you don't succeed at first, try again. It returns for a second attempt, slowly dragging the parcel away into the night. Martin shared the clip on social media. On Tuesday at 7:30, I received a text, and then he goes into the story. So the fox nicked it. He said, a cute little fox comes along and runs up the yard with his box. Well, it's better than it being nicked by a bloke, innit, or something like that, or a dodgy person. Really is. Okie doke, let's have a look there. There's Peter Wright. Are your pens for sale? We did have Super Chat pens. There are none left. There are no. Oh, by the way, you know I said my BBC Radio Lincolnshire pen had run out. Yes. Look, they didn't just give me one. I've got another one. Thank you, BBC Radio Lincolnshire, which is the working pen. That's the non-working pen. That is the working. I am a member of course, I am now almost. I'm not quite yet. I'm almost practically employed full time now by the BBC, as you know. There we are. BBC. Have you got one of these? No, not got one of those. Perhaps you'd like the old one, would you? You'd get yourself a little refill, couldn't you, and put that in there. No, I don't have any Super Chat pens left at all. I might have got a little bit of a freeze frame there. Okay. Bingo pens. We've got bingo pens. You can only win those on the bingo. Oh, sorry, we have got a bit of freezing going on there, haven't we? Got a little bit of freezing going on there with the picture, gang. Okay, let me just try something. I think you're still with us there. Let me have a look at my screen there. Yeah, it's just the picture freezing, isn't it? Let's see if that sorts it out. That may sort it out. Keep your fingers crossed. No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to come out of the programme and come back into you, okay? Stay there a moment. I'm just going to close the programme, the broadcast programme, but you won't lose me, and I'll come back into you. Stay there. Okay. That will probably sort that out. Oh, I thought we'd sorted that out the other day, actually. Keep your fingers, dear. These are printed on there, my love. Oh, you mean the little bits, the ink things inside to repair them? That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good idea. Good. Okie doke, gang. So that's the Super Chat raffle. That will be on Thursday for the Super Chatters. Okay. If you buy anything at all, send me a tip. For each pound, I'll give you a raffle ticket. So that's up to you. But right now, it's time for our weekly free raffle, boys and girls. Is anyone texting in this morning? Yes, I beg your pardon. No, Maureen, I don't read out the raffle tickets. If your text comes in too late, I don't go back to them. You did get a raffle ticket last night, I'm pleased to tell you, though, Maureen, all right? So good morning to you. If your text comes in after the show, then the show's kind of finished, if you see what I mean. And I'll write out your raffle ticket and put it in. But don't worry, you have got one. I distinctly remember doing it last night. As I was shutting down, your text came in, so just afterwards. So here we go, gang. Here comes today's... what's Christopher say? I wouldn't want to own anything from the BBC, such a corrupt organisation, in my opinion. Well, don't have anything then. Don't watch it. Delete it from your telly. Right. Are you ready for this week's raffle? Here we go. All the tickets are in here, as always, gang. The tickets are... It's funny, you know when I've done a super draw, we do a super draw at the end of the month, when all the tickets from all the weeks are in here, and then you go back to the weekly one and you think there's not many tickets in there, but there's a couple of hundred tickets in here. All right, so we're now going to do this week's raffle, gang. Someone is about to win a fridge magnet. Let's just mix up all the tickets. You can see them all in there. Has that camera moved? Or why am I struggling to hold this up today? I don't know why. All right. Why are people asking for tickets? Why not doing those? Mick's got Super Chat pens, £5 each. Mick bought them all. Mick is a businessman, you see. He buys it all when it's at the cheap price and then sells it. I expect you'll find a couple of my pens on eBay at like £400 or £500 each. All right. Let's mix up these tickets. Sorry. I always try and make it so that you can see what's going on there. Who was the winner last week? I can't even remember now. The winner last week. Right, let's mix up these tickets. I'm going to use my other hand today. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? I've got a special jar coming for the Super Chat raffle. A special jar is on its way, honestly. Right, here we go, gang. Let's have a drum roll and we'll see who's winning it. We're going to win the ticket this afternoon. Okay, I don't look at the tickets, nothing in my hand, nothing on my sleeve. Okay, going in for the ticket, boys and girls. Here we go. Right, one ticket here. Now remember, from this week, I kept mentioning it all last week. I mentioned to it all last week. I'm not going to read you the name of the person who won. You have to tell me, you have to claim this ticket now. And it's ticket number 399. You may be with us here now, or you may be watching a recording of the show. That's fine. That is the winning ticket this week. I know who it is, but it's up to you. Just like the bingo, it's up to you to claim. Added excitement. So make sure you write these tickets down. Super Chat raffle people, you don't need to write your names down, okay? but this raffle you do. Okay, so who is ticket number 399? Have a look, my darlings. And when they claim, I will tell you who it is and show you the name written on the back. Who could it be? Andy's got number 400. Did you, Andy? Oh, Shania wish she's bought more Super Chat pens. There will be... Okay, I'll get some more Super Chat pens. And you can buy the Super Chat pens, actually, when they're here. Someone asked about that earlier. They're only £2 Super Chat pens. Okay, that's all we charge. It's just to cover the postage and the price of the pen. We don't make anything from this stuff. All right? Rachel got 401. Oh, shame, Rachel. Come on. Are they there? Ticket number 399. Who's got 399? It won't get pulled again. Don't worry. Okay? Won't get pulled again. Not Mick Davenport. Oh, a shame, Mick. What a shame. No, is it not you, Tony? Not Michael? So you are writing them down. Well done, gang. I'm glad you're writing down those tickets. All right? Okay? And the rest of the tickets going here. Oh, what's that one man in his Sprinter van? Raffle, 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 smiling face, love heart. What does that mean? What does that mean, darling? We don't know what that means, my love. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yvonne's checked hers. Shania. Well, the new Super Chat pens and the new Bingo pens will be slightly different. I found some really nice ones, actually. Really nice ones. Unfortunately, I lost the blooming advert. It's one of those Facebook adverts, so I'm waiting for it to come up again. You know, because they keep coming round all the time. Mark, what if we don't know? Then it doesn't get collected. It's as simple as that, Mark. Simple as that. It doesn't get collected otherwise. Come on. Who's going to say to me, I claim ticket number 399? I'm waiting for that to happen. You need to write something like that. Don't be blooming... write a riddle or something like that no one understands. Who's it going to be? Michael Pullman had 391. He had to go out to check the email. Make sure you write down your numbers. And we'll be doing more tickets in a moment. Meanwhile, this blooming story's come around again. Come on, hurry up and claim someone. Who's going to claim there? Claire had 396. Who is it? Who is it? Yeah, good idea. Go back. That's twice you've done that, Dr. Gregorian now. You say you won again. You did that last week. You will be banned. You'll be banned if you just keep saying, I've won, on the off chance that it's you. There will be punishment. Mandy, Dr. Gregorian. Who's going to claim ticket number 399? I know the person's here. They've already answered in a riddle, but they haven't said I claim the ticket, so we can't do it. Come on, chop chop. Morning to Sabrina. Giant, it's this story again. Giant Asian murder hornets that kill dozens of people a year are spreading to the west, boys and girls. I'm keeping an eye waiting for this claim. The hornets kill around 50 people a year and have a large stinger that contains a deadly neurotoxin, which can cause searing pain, cardiac arrest, and anaphylactic shock. It's all very, very worrying. All very, very worrying. Giant Asian murder hornets, the large insects native to tropical climates, have been spotted several times in the US. The sighting started in November along the west coast, but it's unclear who they got there. More than double the size of honeybees. They're horrible things, aren't they? Horrible things. Double the size of honeybees, Asian giant hornets have a wingspan measuring more than 3 inches. Nasty. They have a large stinger that contains... I've read that bit, haven't they? A beekeeper was sent to destroy a hive on Vancouver Island, but was stung several times. They're so big, those hornet things. Horrible, horrible things. Horrible, horrible things. Horrible things. Right. I mean, I don't know what to do now. You need to write, I claim the bingo at the raffle ticket if you want the prize. You need to write that. I'm looking up here. I can't see anyone that says I need to claim. Now, if you keep claiming on the off chance that it might be you, you'll be barred from raffle in future. So has anyone typed that? I've claimed the prize. I can't see anything up there. I want to see I claim the prize. Something like that. Nope, there's nothing there, is there? All right. Okie doke. Cat lovers. Cat lovers who are allergic to cats. Is that you? That's me. Allergic to cats. Feeling good. Cat allergies may be banished with just one simple jab after a breakthrough study by scientists who have found a way to wipe out the cause. Wow. American company Indoor Biotechnologies have found a way to remove a protein from inside cats that causes some people to suffer allergic reactions. That's me. And it's horrible because I love cats. I absolutely love cats. It's estimated up to 1 in 10 people suffer from cat allergies, which are triggered by the protein FELD1. I have no idea what that is. It's found in cats' saliva glands and skin. Now, I know this, right? Because when a cat licks me, it all comes up, like little white dots come up, and it itches like mad. Like mad. Scientists have now taken 50 cats and successfully removed the problem protein, using gene editing. So that's good, isn't it? Soon I'll be able to have another little cat in here. Oh, how lovely. A little cat in here. Someone to cuddle. Someone to cuddle. Someone to cuddle. Right. Let's do today's raffle then, gang. Who wants a ticket for next week's raffle? I don't think that one's going to be claimed. But we'll see. Perhaps they'll watch the recording or send me a little private email later on. Let's have a look. Has any emails been sent? No, not yet. Only from Mark Bowles. Probably another one of those rude pictures that he keeps sending me. I don't know why that Mark Bowles, he keeps sending me pictures of his bits and pieces. I don't know why that is, my loves. Don't tell his girlfriend. She'd be ever so upset. Who would I be to come between a marriage of a man and a woman? All right, let's go. David Fryer, ticket number 638 for you, David. Thank you. Ooh. David Fryer, 638. Where are we now? David Fryer, 638. John Aitkins, 639. You're quiet today, John. Good morning. John Aitkins, 639. Diane Jebb, 640. Ask for your raffle tickets now, boys and girls. Diane Jebb, 640. 641 for Mandy Davenport. Andy, 642. Remember, write your numbers down. You must write your numbers down. It's up to you to claim now, my darlings, okay? On a Monday morning when we do these. Andy. Heidi, 643. Fran, 644. Tony King, 645. 646 for Sean Pye. Shania, 647. Peter Wright, 648. Michael Lawrence, 649. Mick Davenport, 650. By the way, if you're new to the show, this is what's happening in front of you. I don't show you all this, but there's all the tickets that come off. I shall be tearing those separately and putting them into that big metal bowl. And see, I write your names on the back there. See? So I do know who's won, but I don't tell you who's won. It's up to you to claim the prize when it happens. So that's what happens. You can see the last 5 on there. And they're all here, you see? There's the other lot there. That's what happens in front of me here. There's one's done already, see? And that's how that works, all right? Just so you know, 645. Where did we get to? 650 we got to. That was Mick, wasn't it? Mick. Peter Pally. What? Diddles. What's diddle? What does that mean, diddles? What is that, diddles? I don't know what that is, diddles. Paul and Lou, 6. Oh, 1 minute. 645. Where are we now? Ah, here. I seem to have lost some numbers somewhere. 646. Oh, I see what's happened. 650. There we are. 651. Mick after Mick. Where's the Mick? Is Paul and Lou, 651. Matt Walker, 652. Colin Coates, 653. Let me just scroll there. There's Simon, 654. Rachel 655. 656 for Yvonne. Claire 657. Chris Davis 658. Oh gosh, let me have a look there. Jason, no, not Jason. Daniel Holmes 659. Daniel Holmes 659. Where is it now? George. Mark Bowles 660. All I'm looking for is the word tickets. If you put in anything else there, then it kind of gets skipped over, right? Colin 661. Colin K 661. Where's Rach? Where's that? Is that it? Lovely. Okie doke, gang. If you think I've missed you out, please speak now, and I will correct that. Another story here. Women is in hysterics here. This isn't a Daily Mail. This lady has ordered a pair of earbuds. You know those little white things? I mean, people walk around with these all the time. I think they look stupid, to be honest. I'm sorry, I do. But a lot of the younger people have just got these white things hanging out their ears all the time. Well, this woman ordered some. A woman supposedly purchased a pair of off-brand AirPod type things from Amazon, and she's been left in hysterics when she received her order. The woman in Dubai said she purchased a pair of fake Apple iPods for 50 quid from online retailer Amazon. While she knew the pair had been ordered wouldn't be the same as the originals, there was nearly a £90 difference in the Amazon pair and the authentic Apple ones, because the Apple stuff does tend to be quite expensive. She thought she'd received a little white case with earphones, but when they arrived, a box slightly larger than she had anticipated, she knew there was something wrong. These things are enormous. They look like hairdryers. They look like hairdryers. When she opened, she found her fake AirPods were bigger than her head. She was in hysterics. She shared a picture of her giant AirPods to Twitter saying, "So today I received my AirPods from Amazon. They are huge." I don't know what they are. They're probably loudspeakers or something like that, or maybe AirPods for elephants or something like that. So presumably she'll be getting contact with Amazon sometimes. But have you ever ordered something and it's not quite what you thought it would be? Like, jeans. I ordered jeans before off Amazon. Well, I had to order them 3 times in the end because I just couldn't get the right fit. Too small, too big, too small. Most annoying. Peter, 662 for Peter. Peter Paliwoda, thank you. Jason Hughes, 663. 663 for Jason Hughes. There we are. Everyone else? Is that everyone else? Excellent. I think that's everyone. Anyone else? Raffle ticket? Did we do Colin K? Colin K's there, yeah. Anyone else been missed out? Let me know before we've finished. How are we doing? Doctor Who. Anyone a Doctor Who fan? Quite like Doctor Who myself. Doctor Who. That one. Yeah. Well, again, in the Metro today, it says former Doctor Who showrunner, he's the bloke who wrote the thing, Stephen Moffat, has claimed that Series 4 of the long-running sci-fi show contains a secret future incarnation of the Doctor. Anyone remember that? I don't remember it, to be honest. I remember it. Sherlock scribe Moffat, who wrote the 2-parter Silence in the Library. I'm trying to remember that one. I can't. That's some years ago now, isn't it? And Forest of the Dead, where the Doctor and Catherine Tate, she was investigate mysterious goings-on in the biggest library in the universe. During the adventure, Donna has her conscious sent to a virtual world created by the library's artificial intelligence, who takes the form of a young girl. And anyway, it goes on. It says, but in conversation with fellow former head writer Russell T Davies for a Doctor Who magazine, Moffat reveals that Moon, in his mind at least, is a future form of the Doctor. Well, I must say, I didn't notice that. Did you? Do you pay? I mean, some people they really pay enormous amount of attention to like dramas and things like Doctor Who, Star Trek, that sort of thing. And then if they notice something not quite right, they're straight on the Facebook, aren't they, moaning? Oh, don't you know that phaser shouldn't have a little red stripe at the bottom? They see these things. There must be something, like perhaps a form of autism or something like that, is it? You know, where people look at stuff and they just want to look for the fault all the time in something. Or do you know what I mean? It must be like a form of autism, I suppose, or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Autistic people are very highly intelligent people, you know. Yeah, they just get jumbled. I think it gets jumbled in their heads when it comes back out their mouths, and if you see what I mean. And that's not taking the mick at all. It's just how it is, I believe. My cousin has an autistic son who is highly intelligent people, autistics. Can I see the back of today's winning ticket? No, it has to be claimed. Not until it's claimed. No one's claimed it. I'm afraid. Daniel ordered a shirt once. It didn't fit well. Turned out it was a coffee maker. OCD. Yeah, OCD is another term. Is OCD and autism different things? I think it's different things. My mate's got OCD, cleaning. Oh my God, he's forever cleaning. And if you go round his house, I haven't been round his house now for weeks now. Weeks. I mean, I've been to his house, standing at the end of the path, but not actually in the house, unfortunately. That's just how it is. You get up from the settee, he starts puffing up the cushions. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. And he ordered a wardrobe once, $4.99. I thought, oh my God, that's so cheap from eBay. When it came, it's for a doll's house. Oh, I love it. I love it. Alrighty, let's do... there was another couple of stories there. What's the time? No, I think we're finished up here, boys and girls. Let's have a look at the time. Happy birthday on this Monday, the 4th of May, 2020. To Andy Garcia Vallarino. Happy birthday to you. 54 years old today. Happy birthday. Good morning, Dominic. Happy birthday today to Leigh Breach. Leigh Breach, good morning. Happy birthday to you. Trindy, 60 today. The big 6-0, Trindy. That's me in 3 years, mate. Happy birthday to Trindy. Morning. Georgina Britnell is 30 years old today. Dolah Brown today is 55 years old today. And James Herr, who is a music man. It's his birthday today. So happy birthday to you, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. John Aiken's got a recommendation about Netflix there, I can see. He's been watching a series called Shadow Hunters about demons and vampires. Well, I think there's a few of them on this channel, to be honest. Demons and vampires, a beautiful cast on that one. Paul and Lou, get yourself some AirPods. No, I don't want those things sticking in my ear like that. I'm not happy with the sticking in the ear things type that. Alrighty, that's it for the show today, boys and girls. Thanks very much for joining us. Maybe that person will claim the raffle ticket tomorrow. $3.99. We haven't had anyone claim it. $3.99. If you're watching a recording of the show, you want to claim it by email, that's fine as well. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Tomorrow night, of course, we've got our quiz night. 8 o'clock is quiz time on a Tuesday night, but of course there will be a show tomorrow morning as well. Enjoy your Monday. See you soon. Bye-bye now.